We knew going into the game it was not going to be an easy contest. Obviously, Tyler Wells has been really good for the Orioles this season. And Yusei Kikuchi, no matter what way you look at his numbers, he makes you sweat every single inning. And he did not disappoint today. But the Blue Jays lose the finale 4-2 to the Baltimore Orioles and lose yet another series in the AL East and now fall to 38-32 on the year. But the story never changes. You get good enough pitching, but your offense can never get the big hit. They just can't. The only offense the Blue Jays had today was Danny Jansen hitting 2 solo shots off of Tyler Wells. That's it. And you had opportunities to get guys home. Guys at second, 1 out. Guy at second, nobody out. A leadoff base runner. But the problem is, and Oriole fans, I'll explain to you what Jays fans are feeling. A leadoff double, a leadoff single, a leadoff walk means nothing. I feel no emotion when I see it happen. Because you will think to yourself, how are the Blue Jays going to not score a run here? And it was the story again today. You look at the 7th and the 8th innings today. First and second. In both innings, you can't get it done. You just can't get it done. And what do the Baltimore Orioles do? In the 6th inning off of Jimmy Garcia? Right. And I loved what Jimmy Garcia was doing for the most part of his outing. They turn the lineup over. Single, take the lead. Wouldn't it be nice for the Blue Jays to be able to string 3 hits together? Oh, and 2 out as well? I mean, feels like that thing is just impossible. It really does. Story time for Oriole fans. I know there's going to be a lot of them here like there was in Game 1. Wasn't so many in Game 2 because I think the Jays won. So I didn't expect a lot of Oriole fans to be there, which is fine. But this one I expect a lot as well. So I'm going to... Story time. I've been to 1 game at Camden Yards in my life. And Oriole fans, it was one of the miserable years. 2019, it was a miserable year for the Baltimore Orioles. And I'm going to bring up a name that Oriole fans will remember but not want to remember. Was it Asher Wojciechowski? I don't know, something like that. You guys know who I'm talking about. And it was in Baltimore, a game against the Astros. And as a Blue Jays fan, watching Ramon Urias walk off Roberto Osuna. If you're a hardcore Oriole fan, you'll remember that game. And it was just a beautiful sight to see for a Blue Jay fan in Baltimore watching them walk off the Stros. It's a great game. Let's get back to this, though. The storyline never changes for the Blue Jays, right? The inability to get the clutch hit. Your pitching does good enough, right? Yusei Kikuchi goes 4 2/3, 6 hits allowed, but only allows 2 runs, strikes out 7 and walks 2. I don't like the pitch to Adley Rutschman. You have an 0-2 count. 0-2 on Adley Rutschman. A fastball at 95 middle in. Bury a slider. Elevate a fastball. Don't throw him a strike. But he throws him a strike, but not only a strike. A middle-in fastball, and he drills it out of the ballpark to tie the game at 2. I don't understand it. Earlier in the ball game, Ryan McKenna at the dish. He's got 3 balls on him. You throw him a slider. The number 9 hitter. Go after him. Why are you throwing a slider? He walks him on that play. I don't get it. Now, albeit, does that amount to anything? No. The Rutschman one obviously does, yes. But I can't sit here and nitpick the pitching staff. Because they did enough to win. But your offense can't get it done. As per usual. If you didn't watch my video yesterday, Oriole fans, go back to it. I wasn't excited about the win. I wasn't excited because the storylines never changed. The inability to get a big hit, a knockout punch. If the Jays won 5-0 and they had 3 hits with runners in scoring position, we'd feel okay. They scored 3 runs. 3. They scored 2 today. Didn't they score 1? Or no, they scored 6 in game 1, but that was after they were down 11-2. The offense is a massive issue for the Blue Jays. And it continues to be, and I don't know where it's going to change. Vladdy had 2 hits today. Great. They're singles. Sure, he's hitting them as hard as you can. 117 off the bat, 110 off the bat, into the ground, on a line for a single. You elevate that ball, those things are moonshots. But he hasn't been able to all year long. Whit Merrifield goes 1 for 3 with a walk in the game. Great stuff. In moments where we had guys in scoring position, he couldn't get a hit. I'm not going to blame Whit because you can't. He's been phenomenal over the last month. Danny Jansen. It's like his second game off the IL. Goes 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, 2 bombs. I just don't get it. I really don't. 2 runs on 8 hits. Struck out 11 times, walked twice. I'm at a loss for words. Because everything I've been saying, every video, every loss, is the exact same. I'm tired of it. The Orioles are a damn good ball club. That's very evident. I'll say this. And Oriole fans can agree or they can disagree, and that's fine. To beat the Baltimore Orioles, you have to get the lead against their starting pitcher. That's it. And you'll do okay. Right? If you can hold their offense for the most part in check and you can tee off on their starter, you'll be fine. But if you don't, you're probably going to lose. They have an incredible bullpen. 2 guys at the back end who are nasty. Cano and Bautista are just ridiculously good. Their offense is good. Sure, they only scored 4 today and they only scored 1 yesterday. They're always dangerous. And they don't have Cedric Mullins. No Ryan Mountcastle. Hell, they didn't have their all-star Ryan O'Hearn today. They didn't play him. And they still beat the Blue Jays today. I don't know. Look, like I said in Game 1, I have nothing against the Orioles. They're a team who's been through the misery. They're on the upswing. Enjoy the rides right now. Truly do, because you went through the bad stuff. But for my team, for my Toronto Blue Jays, it's the same story all year long. It was the story last year for April and May. They were one of the worst teams in baseball with runners in scoring position. But in June, they figured it out and turned it around. Well, we're mid-June and they haven't turned it around. Now the Blue Jays start a series against the Texas Rangers down in Texas. Phenomenal! It just gets easier. Martin Perez goes for the Texas Rangers. Kevin Gausman for the Blue Jays in Game 1. They got Dane Dunning in Game 2. And holy crap, 5-1 with a 2.76 ERA. He's been phenomenal for them. That's the bullpen day for the Blue Jays. The finale is going to be Chris Bassett against John Gray, who, oh my God, a 2.32 ERA. He's been outstanding. I'm not even going to look at the pitching staff. Can we get some hits? Can we score some damn runs? Please. And don't score 6 when you're down 10. Please. Get to a big lead early and enjoy it. Pitch well. Have a nice game. But we'll see. Hasn't happened much this year. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game, but if you're an Orioles fan, you love the game, smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button, you guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game? For the Toronto Blue Jays, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you guys not done so already. I'm not even going to rip through the Blue Jays bullpen numbers for today because... Sure, there's some good stuff, right? You had Jimmy Garcia with 4 hits over an inning, 1 run, a couple strikeouts. I thought he was decent overall. Mays came in, faced 1 guy, got him out. Pearson looked great through an inning, had a strikeout, no base runner. Eric Swanson allowed a solo shot to Austin Hayes. It was a splitter right down the dick. Like, let's just be real about it. It was right down Broadway, and it got crushed. So that was the 4th run that scored in the bottom half of the 8th, and that's it. So comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, I already said that stuff once. What the hell? And I'll talk to you guys Jays edition tomorrow night, Game 1 of the 3-game set against the Rangers in Arlington. Martin Perez, Kevin Gausman is the pitching matchup in Game 1. Game 1, 8:05 first pitch. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not the game today. But if you're an Oriole fan and loved it, we'll talk to you guys then.